today we'll be continuing on with the Final Fantasy XIV story. Last time we were here, the white-robed Asian came and attacked Minfilia. And now we're just going to look for him, I guess. So, without further ado, let's just, go ahead and look for him. Also, anybody that might be interested that is watching, here are the commands for Fantasy Fight Live. And just give me 1 sec, I need to actually log in here for some reason. What do you mean it's unavailable? Wait, oh. That is weird. If you'll all kindly just give me a sec while I figure this out. Alright, looks like I am connected to the chat room successfully. For anybody that's wondering, it's the whole, issue with Twitch and the supposed leaks and everything, so I decided, well, it's better safe than sorry, and, decided to do a little bit of a couple extra steps. So, here are the commands, as promised. I thought I had done everything that needed to be done, but apparently not. But these are the commands for Fantasy Fight Live for anybody that might be interested. Also, we now have flying in all the Realm Reborn areas. So no more being slow. Unless I deliberately choose so. That was quick. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north. You may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Ominous. So, we're just gonna follow this mysterious person on our invisible mount. Oh. We flew right over that. Also, please let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, and I will try to adjust the sounds accordingly. That's a big boy. That hits hard. two of them. Oh, that's gonna hurt. This is gonna suck. Alright. So apparently there are 4 Dacians. At least that's what it says for the mission. I am being judged. Alright, what do you have to say for that? About that? We'll see. Probably a lot. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Brea could endure such an examination. I've had plenty of tests already, and I still have more. That's enough. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Brea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain. Surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. Yes, we're gonna progress through the game. That's how it works. As it was, so shall it be again. As it should have always been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am UL'DAH, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. He stole my catchphrase. Well, I guess since he modified it, he kinda avoided any copyright. He pulled a Japan on me. Alright, we're to report back to the Waking Sands. So many side quests that I have not done here. At one point I might dedicate a stream wholly to them. I don't know. It all depends. Thank the gods you've returned, Wind Up. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. I have so many questions, is basically what Shawana says right now. Built on the stone. Let us set aside the matter of this Asian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymaster subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. His wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. So basically, before you leave, you cannot just open up this door, wait for the loading screen, of course. That's what we do. Walk through this door, take a right, through another set of doors, and tell him yourself. I swear to God. I thought the depot. Oh wait, no, that's Urianger. We need to do him justice. Alright. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? To give you this. The father's final bequest. The daughter's lifelong labor. It's no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedents' pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Minfilia's in the other room. Why are you... Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. They don't pay for this service anyway. Wind up, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising. So much for traveling together. Whatever. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Revenant's Toll. The Taro will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetherite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. The nerve of that woman. Alright. Do I need to? Yes, I do. Let's repair it before we go any further. Alright. Now, just... No, not return. Hey, before we go, because we want some protection and whatnot, go give this journal to Urianger. I go give the journal and she leaves. That is very deserving of a gift slap right there. A charged up gift slap at that. What is Tatar doing here? Oh, wind up. You're here. Good, good. We're all wondering when you'd show up. Okay. Okay. As I was just telling your receptionist here, leave to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. We all know who that is. I mean, I guess at this point, not a lot of people know. But we should all know who this is if you played through the story at least once. Or at least gotten past the Realm Reborn. You have seen this person. Ah, that man. I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. Also, the way they sketch out certain people, like, if you know who that is, no amount of masks and changing of clothes is gonna help you. Unless, of course, the mask covers the entire kind of like face, then yeah, maybe. But something as simple as what he was wearing. I'm not gonna say who he is, just in case I'm spoiling it for anybody. But we could tell exactly who that person is. It's kind of like those anime main characters where just from the silhouette or just from the shadow you already know who that person is. You don't really need much more information. I have a feeling that that's what they ended up doing here too, which is awesome. It's awesome. Alright. Let's see. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land, just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery. And that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. Huh. The man over there is no exception. And if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about that tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him. See what he knows. That sounded mean the way I said it. I did not mean to make it sound like that. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Why, that's just wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat, despite the relocation. And with that wind up, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Crystal Tower quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress through the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, you use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Alright. Excuse me. So, before I start anything with the Crystal Tower, I want to see if I could hit a I want to see if I could hit a wall with the main scenario quest where I can't really progress until I do the Crystal Tower series now. Because I do remember when a couple of my friends were actually doing it. A while back when they just started, they hit a wall and weren't able to actually complete main scenario and complete even the Crystal Tower stuff without doing some prerequisite quests. So I want to see what exactly I need to do before I reach that point. Or I want to reach that point before I decide what I want to do, is what I want to say, actually. Well, it is certainly spacious. Yes, yes it is. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured. However, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! Yay! Woohoo! Yeah! A moment of your time, Wind-Up. I would speak of Elizabeth. Alright. Let's see. I need a sip of water before I try this. Alright. Pardon the intrusion, my lady. The matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baltisian hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. Fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed, you think. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. What has befallen the students of Baltisian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elizabeth. It is possible that the others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however. They are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? Was it from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ocher? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. You thought wrong, Minfilia. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ashian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elizabeth spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Wind-Up. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. You mean I will rise and meet it? Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. If anything arises, you will be informed. So I think here's where I start the Crystal Tower stuff, maybe? Krill, where are you? Somewhere. Here, and there, and there. And that is not a spoiler, don't worry. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. I wonder what will we see? Our realm awoken? That's an interesting one. No reward. No maiming. Huh. Do I even have the earrings? I don't need the earrings anyway. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. It's Asians. No, it's not. The Brass Blaze, charged with investigating the thefts, believe that someone with a concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. The concern's profiteers have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. There is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal. We can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Yeah, of course, yes. Rendezvous with Stola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I cannot talk today. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these steps. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Yes, I hope so too. Oh, I could just teleport there. Alright, Horizon. Speaking of Horizon, I am excited for the new Horizon Forbidden West series. Not series, the game that is coming out. I think it was February of next year. So in a few months, basically. I am hyped for that. I played the first one, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I absolutely loved it. Ah, wind up. Your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length of the brass blades of the roads, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Bufulupa. He is the officer charged with the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which she related to me. But eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Where is this Fufu guy? Follow Lollipop. Oh, hello there, Wind Up. Was it? Stola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystal stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Alagan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear, that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Do they carry the crystals we seek? Should be receiving a report any moment now, but I failed to see what else it could. And it's probably not. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. On second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? Figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. Stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Not so. Alas, so we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Wind Up. I don't have any other choice. And honestly, that's what I'm here for. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof. What could it be indeed? Ooh, cutscene. Alright, usually with these voice cutscenes I mute myself and let the actual voice actors work their magic.
俺だ、サンクレットだ。伝えておきたいことがあってね。ええ、わかりました。何か動きがあれば連絡しましょう。それはそうと、サンクレット。時折あなたを訪ねて女性の方がいらっしゃいます。いかに応じるべきでしょう。なるほど、無難にですか。なれば答えはレブナンツトールにありと伝えましょう。あなたの思い人、あるいは旧敵は北方にありと。己の過去に勝りし敵はなしと申します。夢夢お忘れなきように。それでは。
我々は東方のドマからやってきたものだ。どなたかこの国の王がどこにおわすか教えてはいただけぬか。
I wonder who this mysterious person might be. Okay, so casting healing. I don't need the earrings anyway, so don't need to worry about that. But I'm pretty sure I should be getting maiming stuff. But like I said, I don't need the earring anyway, so. Any bright ideas? Solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Pupulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Alright, let's try talking to this guy again. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Pupulupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? Hey, Anal, how's it going, friend? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Pupulupa. Indeed, if, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. With thieves as woolly as ours risk open confrontation. Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret. To entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort, so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley. I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no clue. Log in later and do some. Alright, cool. That's cool now. Fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Wind Up? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends. I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Huh. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer some encouragement. Alright, so I guess we lie in wait for the thieves. Isn't this the southern part of the... No, that's probably the northern. Did I kill him? I might have killed him. Okay, killed all 4 of them, I guess. I got no mercy. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed. Gang of sea wolf thieves, and in THANALAN no less. Suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolf thieves? Sea wolves? All of them? Aye. And all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. I am clueless right now. Thancred, you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon. I have inquiries to make. Nobody's gonna tell me anything. To Horizon, then. The Lupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Who were the blue wolves, or the sea wolves again? Were they part of the Leviathan worshipping group? I have a feeling they are. Did I battle Leviathan at all? I need to check. Bulb, Ember's Naval, Cape Westwind. No, I did not battle Leviathan. That would make sense, I guess. On behalf of the brass blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Well, we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and make good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf. Lamenton born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. It's like the blades that were dispatched to detain him were all Lalafels and he was just a rogue, and that's why they failed to detain him. I think that's the actual reason. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood. Our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? Stoic nods. You do, don't you? Yes. I did. Awesome. Awesome, I did the nod. Also, why did they call Thancred and I was like, why didn't they just call me, whoever that was, directly? Like, why? The Mother of Exiles. The Mother of Exiles? The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Why didn't he call me directly? Some commotion or incident. I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. Excuse me. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Also, they want me to go just like what is technically down the street. And I swear to God, these people. Like, look, from here to here isn't that far. Somebody's already running it. Two people are already running it. Like, it's not that far. And yet, they use a link pearl to contact me. And they don't do it directly. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? No, Thard. Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to UL'DAH. Wind up. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan's war on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance, for our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, seems fair to assure that they may be being pursued by some. That is an odd phrasing, I guess. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in UL'DAH. That was a mouthful, and I am getting too tired for this. So I could have just teleported to UL'DAH, but it's like, it's right there. Instead of just like teleporting for like, it's not gonna cost much. It's not the cost that's the issue. It's that I feel like it's just not worth it. It's super close. And you get to see something like this. Alright, I need to lower my mount a bit. There we go. You get to see something like this. Look at this. Awesome sky. Awesome graphics. Definitely worth not teleporting. At least that's how I feel. Alright, so the Man in Black, The Way of the Samurai, Rise and Fall of Gentlemen, that is awesome. The Man in Black. I completely forgot what that one was about. Also, Peace for THANALAN, what was that about? Oh, okay, okay, I know what that is. That's a Beast Tribe quest. Something that I've been kinda contemplating of, doing. Ooh, Corpse Groom, that's awesome. Is, recording some of these side quests, because I know what they're about, and, I feel like instead of just doing it on stream, I might have something, I might just do it, record it and put it on YouTube. But I'm still thinking about it. So it's nothing that I'm going to be worrying about anytime soonish. But they are super interesting. Alright. Will we get a voice cutscene? Matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant me us that small kindness. Away with you and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alpiano Levier, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in UL'DAH, yet you'll need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Yes, a stranger comes to you, tell you you're a friend because they know where you're from, and you trust them. That sounds right. Definitely something you should do. No, yep, definitely don't do that. That is not what you should do. That is like exactly the opposite of what you should do. But alas, this is a video game and it is meant to be a fantasy. So, whatever you want, we'll go. Ah, this person. Not potato. That is part of a series that I have told you at the very beginning. Remember those people well.
我が名は夕霧。我らは東州オサード小大陸の辺境都市ドマから海を越えて逃れてきた。
逃れてきた。あまり良い言い回しではないようだ
が。我らの故郷ドマはガレマール帝国の属州だった。無論望んでそうなったわけではない。少し前の話だ。帝国内で次期皇帝の座をめぐり内乱が勃発した。我らはそれを好機と考え反乱を起こしたのだが、そう敗れたのだ。私はドマにいた同族を隠れ里へ逃がした後、残った者たちを先導しエオルゼアへと打ち伸びてきた。
まさか。
ああ、ご想像の通り、この世にはすでにドマという都市は存在せぬ。帝国による粛清により文字通り滅亡したのだ。
ではあなた方はこの国に難民の受け入れを求めているのか。
そうだ。先ほどの港町ベスパーベイと言ったか。あの港の沖に商船に偽装した大型船を停泊させている。難民たちの多くは帝国への反乱に参加した者とその家族。我らはその代表として交渉に来たのだ。どうにかこの国の王、あるいは権力者に談判できればと思い、このウルダハまでやってきたのだが、門前払いを食らっていたところだったのだ。
違法の民がこぞって王宮に押しかければそうもなろ
う。だろうな。そこは浅はかだったよ。ドマを脱出してからというもの、ろくに食事も取れず、船の中には大勢の子供たちもいる。焦っていたのだ。それにここに来るまでの間、我らと同じような難民らしき群衆を見た。どうやらこの国もいろいろと複雑な事情らしい。
なるほど。事情は理解できた。我々にとってもガレマール帝国は敵だ。いつあなた方と同じような境遇に陥るとも限らない。私が王宮に取り次いでみよう。結果までは保証できないが、話くらいはできるはずだよ。
それは本当か？
任せてくれたまえ。こう見えてもお偉い方には顔が利くのでね。
かたじけない。助かる。
しかし夕霧殿、あなたは随分と変わった身なりをされている。それにこのエオルゼアでは見慣れぬ種族のようだね。
この格好については無礼を許してほしい。姿形が異なるものが現れればいらぬ騒ぎを呼びかねない。そうした経験があるのでね。我らは助けを請う身。この地に不要な波風を立てたいわけではないのだ。
なるほど、それは賢明な判断だろう。無礼だなどとんでもない。気にすることはないよ。
理解と心遣いに感謝する。
では私は早速ラウバーン局長に話をしてこよう。しばらくの間この方々の面倒を見てやってくれ。
Alright. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more than when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Alright, so I guess I speak with Momodi for that. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, wind up? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. Wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Haha! Go and call on... What? Frederick and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell him I sent the ship's little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Okay, I guess. Alright, Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Here we go. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. No, here's the letter. No, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. What does it matter to you anyway? He's in the business of feeding refugees now. I normally want to question Mistress Mobody's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Here's a letter. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. That's a tad bit cruel, actually. Didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Go and tell Lady Yuguri that all's in hand. I do think she'd have kind of like a southern accent, I guess. That's at least how I feel Modi would sound like. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expected. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. Shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. Think you'll be pleased with his reply. I've been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. Oh yeah, pizza for dinner. That's nice. You have done much for us, Master Alpiano. I swear we shall return the favor. What toppings did you have on the pizza? Not aught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. A small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You shall be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us at the Royal Promenade. Promenade. Tomato. I just noticed the insignia on Yugiri's arm. Or I don't think that's more insignia. That might be a kanji? I don't know. But I just noticed it right now for some reason. Have a feeling it's like, I mean, of course it signifies something. That's the whole point of it. But I have a feeling it actually says something as well. Okay, let's take a closer look. Yeah, I have no clue if that says anything, but... Pleasure, wind-up. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Will it be a voice cutscene? I do hope so.
UL'DAH第17代国王ナナモールナモである。夕霧と言ったか。まずは楽にされよ。アルフィノより話は聞いている。何でも ガレマール帝国に祖国を滅ぼされたというが。
さようです、陛下。帝国は現在次期皇帝争いを起とした内乱の渦中。内乱の影響は帝都はもちろん辺境にまで及んでおります。我々ドマの民はその混乱に乗じ、ガレマール帝国からの独立戦争に挑んだものの敗北。従属か滅亡か、帝国は見せしめに我らの都を焼いたのです。
キコーラはドマからの船で海を渡ったという。難民の数はいかほどだろうか。
商船に偽装した大型船が1隻。その戦争には200を超える同胞が身を寄せ合っております。ただし我らもドマから逃れた船の1隻に過ぎませぬ。こちらで受け入れていただけるようなら、可能な限り同胞を呼び寄せたいと願っております。無論ただでなどと都合の良いことは思っておらぬ。我らを兵や働き手として使って構わない。
どうであろう、サカツ州の方々。
いい提案ではないか。第7零歳からこっち、復興やら開拓やらで人手が不足しているのは確かなのだ。
彼はミラージュトラストの総帥テレジ・アデレジだ。ウルダハ金融界を牛耳っている男さ。
異国の民だ。法の整備は必要になろうが、それを前提とした上でも受け入れを検討して良いのではないか。
残念ながら賛成はできかねますな。
なぜです、ロロリト殿。
現状を見よ。零細難民とアラミゴからの流民ですでにウルダハは溢れているではないか。しかもそのほとんどはすでに5年以上も居座ったままだ。不滅隊が打ち出した難民救済策により、難民に支払う援助金は増える一方、かつて黄金都市と呼ばれた面影もないほど国庫の状況は逼迫しておるではないか。とてもではないが、異国の民など受け入れる余裕はない。それに近頃は難民による犯罪も増えている。テレジ・アデレジ殿にも報告が上がっていよう。難民の多くは職を持てず悪事に手を染めている。今や不滅隊と同人団を回しても検挙しきれぬほどになっているのだ。
彼はロロリト、東アルデナード商会の会長で100億ギルの男と言われるほどの富豪だ。サカツ州における事実上の最高権力者だよ。
ロロリと、いくら財政が逼迫しているからとはいえ、夕霧の一団くらいの受け入れは可能なはず。犯罪に関してもきちんと法を引き直し。
これは面白いことを申されますな、七も陛下。その法とやらいつになったら応答派から提示していただけるのです。アラミゴからの難民がザナラーンに集い何年になります。あの時も法だと言いながら結局は放置同然にリトルアラミゴを渡しただけではありませぬか。
違すぎるぞロロリト殿。
しかし人は宝だぞ。将来的にこのウルダ派を強くする礎となるやもしれん。労働者としての受け入れを再度検討してみるのは。
だからテレジ・アデレジ殿はぬるいと言われるのだ。人や金は国の柱だ。国の礎は堅固な統治に他ならない。今必要なのはウルダ派を強くする礎だ。風化した礎に柱を立てたところでウルダ派を強くすることなどできようか。そういえばテレジ・アデレジ殿、最近はプラチナミラージュも売り上げが振るわないようではないか。安い賃金で難民をこき使った結果、質まで落ちてきているのではないかね。
双方落ち着かれよ。では採決を取りたい。ドマからの難民を受け入れるか否か。受け入れに賛成の者はこの場に残り、反対の者は退出していただきたい。
すまぬ夕霧よ。この国では王の力などこの程度のものなのだ。王権は弱まり、今や坂津衆の合議なくして国は動かせぬ。わらわが不甲斐ないばかり
いえ、七もウルナも陛下、ご検討いただいただけでもありがたき幸せ。
しかしロロリトのやつめ腹立たしい。リトルアラミゴの現状は陸路による東方貿易を放棄したやつの責任もあるではないか。はるか遠方から必死の思いで来たのだ。なんとかしてやりたいのだが。
ようやくグランドカンパニーを軌道に乗せたというのに、この国は未だ一つになりきれてはおらん。共和派、いや、ロロイトが力を持ちすぎている。このままではいずれ。すまない、内輪の話だな。一旦外に出るとしよう。
Alright. Let's take the dies. I prefer to collect the dies, honestly, than the rest of the stuff. You never... excuse me. You never know when you might actually need them. Okay. Bending, slaying, and aiming. So I'm probably gonna have to go with, slaying. Well, I have a second slot, which I could put the slaying in anyway. Yep. Alright, so fending, then strength, vitality, direct hit, and tenacity. Yeah, I think slaying would be best. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Ah, I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. I guess he's just too much of a practical man? No, we'll soon find out, I guess. Alright, so, yeah. That should be the quickest. Look like somebody gained a level or something. Right. Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed. UL'DAH is not an option. Nor are Limsa, Lominsa, or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. But then I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations, and it finally dawned on him. Ophelia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days? Just wait. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Urgiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alpiano. You made a new tune on Crystal? Oh, that's neat. Want to play through the story again. The headquarters of my order, Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the real leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest ye doubt, if not say food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Urgiri. Though I will not hear words said against our beloved UL'DAH, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages. The absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, shall gladly accept. Mostly due to other friends there. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Master Alpiano, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. Before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the UL'DAH Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, wind up. Anon indeed. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna run there. It's not worth it to try and teleport. And let's take a quick shortcut. We are concerned that the Doma refugees may find the journey to Reverend Stoll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momody has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Of course, Momody to the rescue. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. They're all the Immortal Flames can do. I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap, it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in UL'DAH, Lady Yugiri. And you in Reverend Stoll, my lord. Well, sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Yeah, sure, I don't really have a choice in the matter anyway. I am surprised that there are no rings of maiming. That is, well, I'll keep it here. Why not? Yeah, healing, casting, fending, slaying, and aiming are the only ones I'm getting right now. I should be getting maiming. That's kind of what the Dragoon takes. Oh well. Alright. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to UL'DAH. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Wind up. I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process. Through tasks great and small. Short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Tozan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Alright, so off to the Doman's Aid we go. Western THANALAN. The greatest story never told. So, as you can see, this is a level 1 side quest. What this is this is your very first side quest that you get, and it doesn't tell you exactly what you need to do. So, it's gonna be like a riddle or something. And based on the text from the actual quest, you have to try and figure out what it is it wants you to do. It will not give you any markers. It will not offer you any help. Just the riddle, and it's up to you whether you're able to solve it or not. Which I think is awesome. I kind of loved it when I did that. It was a bit challenging, and I ended up getting the aid of an online guide at the very end when I didn't know what to do, but it was fun figuring out what to do up until that particular point. Greetings. Hope you know it informed me that a scion will be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I'm used to it, that's what they do. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. You have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care. They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Yozan. He can tell you more. Wistful Whitebeard. Is that... Okay. So, because I'm too lazy to zoom in, this guy right here. I don't want anybody telling me otherwise. This is Master Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts. This is him. This is definitely him. Found Master Xehanort. That is where he is hiding throughout the series. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to UL'DAH? I hear we are traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. Still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding. Since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. I think I remember there was one right here. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Wind-up Shirogami, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? So what? No, scions. Scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Wind-up Shirogami. So apparently I am now not a scion of the Seventh Dawn. I am a stallion of the Seventh Dawn. Alright, so there's a second child. How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. I'm not a Garlean. There's the third one. Are you playing? No fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? Don't know. Sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. Alright. I found all the kids. Yes. Slayer of Icons, Warrior of Light, reduced to playing hide and seek with a bunch of children. Wholesome. But we want to get into the action. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. I mean, how more prepared can you be? Defending, slaying, okay, so looks like I'm gonna have to get all the slaying stuff. Shouldn't be a problem. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage, together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to UL'DAH is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. To UL'DAH, why do... I guess they're going to go to UL'DAH, then to Revenant's Toll. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. I really appreciate this mount in particular. It looks awesome. Figure to be off, are you? Well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, and if you came across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. Blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastard don't try to rob us, that is. They're probably going to try to rob you. That is a super fair point. Alright, there are a lot of beasties here anyway. Alright, come out so I can kill you. Alright. Floating eyeball killed. Oh wait, I totally passed them by. There we go. So there was a BC. Was being the operative word, eh? Haha. Yes, was being the operative word. Well fought, sir. Well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health. Should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Ah, but we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yuguri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they know full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's soul will grow and prosper by our hands. Wow. Is that person okay? Hey, Mr. Windup, Cora and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To gain power. That's basically it. I knew it! That's what I told Koro, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Windup, I've got a question. What's Revenant's soul like? Is it pretty? Yeah, the first one seemed best. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait! Is grandfather okay? No, Koharo, it's my turn again. Mr. Windup, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures by first peace, train every day, buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. That is advertisement right there. You know what to do. Go to Rowena, get that armor. No, train every day. That's how a Saiyan gains his power. That's how every anime main character gains their power. Aha, so my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on, tell me. Don't leave anything out. Alright, that's enough questions for Mr. Windup. That's not fair. Why does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Grandpa just decided to sit back and like, I am done with this. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? No choice in the matter. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Windup. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get to Rowena Soul, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, like Mr. Windup and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Windup and Lady Ugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not? So do they go through the city? Or are they just gonna, like, circle around the city? Or are they gonna avoid the city altogether? They're gonna stop right outside the city. Yes, if you want your chocobo to fly, especially the fat one, and dangle cake in front of them. Actually, that's something you can make me fly with. I don't care. I love cake that much. That fat chocobo is basically my spirit animal, because it loves cake just as much as I do. Now, I don't care much for the Gishel greens like it does, but I sure do love the cake. Alright, why we adventure. So, I think, yeah, I'm getting too tired actually to continue. What is a good place? I think right here is actually a pretty good place. If I don't trigger the doors to open. There we go. There we go. Alright. I have ran out of energy and time. So, if you have enjoyed what you have seen, you could follow me at the links posted in chat. My YouTube is currently just an archive for the streams, but I do have some plans with it. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but currently don't really have enough time for it. So we'll see when I get to it. I will announce if there are any changes. But right now, just an archive. Here is my schedule. Normally tomorrow at 11 a.m. That would be my random game roulette. I was going to be playing some Genshin Impact since last Saturday was Stardew Valley. But tomorrow I have a field trip with that is part of my sedimentary environments class at college. So that is going to occupy most of my day. I will end up most likely canceling the stream. It depends on how exhausted I am after, and depends on how early I actually get home. Since I'll be out basically most of the day. So tomorrow, most likely the stream will be canceled. If I will do a stream, I will let everybody know via Twitter about at least half an hour before the fact. But yeah. So, most likely the next time I'll be streaming, if not tomorrow, will be Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It is SOTOR Sundays with Kel, where we are streaming a dark side run of Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne. I call it the dark side of the chapters. So, this is all I have for today. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever it is for you, wherever you are in the world. Until we meet again.